February 2024, my client who's based in the diaspora trusted me with a whopping 3 million naira to begin his duplex foundation. I didn't actually mold the blocks, and also he didn't actually buy the land. So the land was actually a kind of inherited land that was already there and it was ready for us to use and build. After buying the building materials and everything, we had a very serious issue on site. What was the issue? The issue was about the inherited land. After digging up the foundation, mounting the column, we didn't even mount the column. We just digging the foundation, pouring of the foundation, and then we had this issue. Suddenly somebody walks in and said we have to stop work. So this building was actually built in Anambra State of Nigeria, in Agwata local government area. So these are traditional men. We needed to respect their order. This was not government enforcement. This was a case of a kind of let me say a home-based case, not the government or legal case. This a case that they needed to settle peacefully, not legally. So we had to stop this building at this point and we could not continue. So the client was very frustrated with this type of experience after buying a lot of materials for this building project, which is actually a duplex. A lot of iron rods were put on ground. Cement has been bought, stones has been bought, everything, all the materials, sand, all of them have been bought. All this money has been put into this project, and then there's kind of issue that is coming back home like this. What was the issue about? The issue is about the land. According to the other party, this land was owned by their father. So he's saying that this land still belongs to him. But from the story my client gave me is that this land was actually bought by his dad back then. So his dad is no more, but someone is still trying to take up this land from them. So that's the issue we had in this scenario. So it was a kind of difficult situation for him and also for us. So we had to stop working. With all the materials he bought, we had to stop working. And then he has already paid a whopping 3 million naira, which I've not even used. Let me say I've not used half of the money. And also for me, I had this kind of tension actually regarding this money. He also requested I actually give him back this money. So that is where all these things started actually. He said I should give him back this money, and he said no. I said no, I'm not actually going to give you back this money. I advised him once the issue is settled, then I'll bring the money back and continue the project, or if he doesn't want it, then I'll give him back the money. So but then weeks turned into months. No words from him, no calls, no messages. So let me tell you this, a lot of Nigerians abroad actually want to be back home, but I understand they have been afraid of being scammed. So let me tell you, this is how you protect your money and your project. First of all, you don't have to send money just to anyone. You cannot just send your money to any person. You have to know your builder, look at his past project and check his transparency level. First of all, I understood that the person actually trusted me because I did the drawings for him. And that drawing actually took us almost 2 months of back and forth, changes, and then we actually got it actually. And the second tip is, when you give somebody a project to do, ask them for the progress report of your work. Don't just go and sleep. because it might shock you. Demand for updates like the photos and the videos, and also receipt. Also, do not delete your receipt once you're doing business with people down here. The third tip is start small and build trust. If a project is 20 million, you do not have to carry all the 20 million and give it to somebody to start building. You can start from the foundation level. After that, you go to the ground floor building. After that, if it's a duplex, you go to the decking. If it's not a duplex, you go to the parapet and then the roofing. You don't have to carry all the money and go and give it to somebody. Also, you can have a legal agreement to guide both parties so that nobody at the end of the day loses. So that it's a win-win situation for everybody who is involved and nobody is crying at the end of the day. So, and also make sure you're working with people that have integrity and they know what they are there to do. And you also have to understand that trust cannot be bought. It is earned. And in this business that we do, your name has to be taller than the buildings you're building, actually. So for most people, this money is actually gone. This 3 million naira is actually gone. Even though I was worried also because it's up to 3 months or 2 months of this issue lingering. I was with someone's money, sleeping, and then I'll be like, I hope this thing doesn't just go the way my mind is telling me, like goes bad, because I don't want problems. Actually, because first of all, he asked me to return this money and I refused. He asked me 3 good times to return the money. I said no. I trusted myself that much. I said, I'm going to keep this money. Once the time comes, just call me. I'll come and deliver the project. And then after some months, he then later called me. Finally, after how many months? He said, Jason, can we continue? Everything has been settled. Can you come to the site on Monday? I understand where he's coming from. He didn't actually even give longer space for me to say, can you come in 2 weeks? He didn't say so. He said, can you come next week Monday? Like, I mean, it was something else actually. But understanding and with God's grace and everything, I was able to turn up with my workers and my tools. That the situation has been resolved and we continued working, and I didn't request for money from him at that particular time because the payment was actually split into stages. So you already made the payment for the first stage, so there's no need of asking him for money again. And then I walked past that stage and he was really happy, and I was also happy because I didn't disappoint myself first of all, and I didn't disappoint him because he trusted me with this money. I know it was difficult to stay with the money, but at the end of the day I delivered and he trusted me more. So this story should give you hope that there are still professionals who will protect your money and deliver your dream. I am Jason Architect, and this is one of my real stories from the field of construction and money management actually. So thanks for watching. Hope you found it useful. Kindly like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel.